Hello and welcome to today's task. Let's dive into the task. In this video, we will go step by step through a Linux command assignment to practice navigating, managing, and cleaning up files and folders in the terminal. So I'm going to break everything down into small, easy steps so you can follow along. Let's get started. First thing, you need to understand the task. Read the task again and again until you understand what the task is. Once you understand the task, break down the task into small pieces. Let's begin. Let's go over what we are trying to achieve. My task and your task is divided into 4 parts. The first part, navigating the workspace, finding the current directory and listing files. Second thing, preparing the workspace, creating directories and files. Third thing, managing files, copying, moving, and organizing files. Fourth one, cleaning up unnecessary files, removing files and directories. Let's do this step by step. So let's clear everything before you start. Task 1, navigate to your workspace. The first thing we need to do is to find out where we are in the system and list all files. How can I do that? pwd, print working directory. So this command prints the current working directory, which tells us where we are in the system. You should see something like /user and your name. In my case, user in my name. Step 2, list all files, including hidden files. So what is the command for it? ls-la. So this lists all the files and folders, including hidden ones, which starts with, this is useful to see everything inside our current directory. Let me clear it down. So now let's set up the workspace by creating a directory and moving into it and adding files. So create a directory called projects. So step 1, create a directory called projects. How do you create a project? mkdir projects. Enter. So this creates a folder name projects. Now let's move inside it. Step 2, move into the project directory. How do you move? cd projects. So now we are inside the project folder. Let's create a file and another directory inside it. So step 3, create a file named notes.txt. So how do I do that? And what's the command for it? Touch notes.txt. So this command creates an empty file called notes.txt. You can check whether the file is created or not using command called ls. Yes, it's created. The fourth one, create a folder name backup. So how do I do that? What's the command for it? mkdir backup. Now we have a backup folder inside projects. Let's move on to the file management. So task 3, manage files. Now that we have set up our workspace, let's practice managing files by copying, moving, and checking their locations. So how do I copy? So step 1, copy notes.txt into backup. So what's the command for it? cp notes.txt backup / So this copies notes.txt into the backup folder while keeping the original in place. Let's confirm whether it worked or not. Can you see that? Step 2, move notes.txt into a new directory named archive. So let's create a new directory called archive. So let's create a new directory, mkdir archive. And then we are going to move this notes.txt into a new directory named archive. So what's the command for it? mv notes.txt archive. And what's the command for it? mv notes.txt archive slash. So now notes.txt has been moved into archive. So let's verify whether the file is now. How do I confirm file location? ls archive slash. You can see the file here. So task 4, clean up unnecessary files. Finally, let's clean up by deleting files and folder we no longer needed. Step 1, remove notes.txt from archive. How do I do that? So what's the command for it? So rm archive slash notes.txt. So this permanently deletes notes.txt from the archive folder. Be careful when using rm, as deleted files cannot be recovered. Step 2, delete the entire backup directory. So how do I do that? What's the command for it? rm -r backup. So let's check it. See, you can see there is no backup folder. It means we have successfully deleted. So we have successfully removed that file. So great job. So we have done a great job. You just navigated through directories, created and managed files, and cleaned up all the unnecessary ones. And if you ever get stuck, re-watch this video. And if you don't understand, re-watch this video. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. If you ever get stuck, re-watch this video. Rinse and repeat. Follow the steps again and again. Keep practicing it. So I will see you with another task video.